Alright guys, welcome back into the channel. Let's continue with the GT League. We're going to be doing this is the last championship in the beginner league, and then we're going to be able to move on to the next league, the amateur one. I hope that the fact that we're using soft tires makes it a little bit better to drive. Yeah, definitely feels a little bit better. I don't know why, but I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of ghosting going on the back side of my car and some of the cars that the AI is driving. And I thought it would have been fixed by now, but the issue persists. I know that this isn't a deal breaker or anything that kind of breaks the game, but it would be nice if Polyphony Digital actually gets to fix it uh, sometime soon. Yeah, the soft tires on this car uh, do help this car a lot. Yeah, I was gonna go for a move, but it wasn't on, so I backed out. Yeah, I was gonna start sliding, and I just about managed to let off the throttle just in time not to slide. All right, so we just crossed the line into the third lap. This is gonna be a 5-lap race, and we're up in fourth place, about to take the third place. Yeah, we did, and now it's just a matter of reeling these two guys in and overtaking them. I think I would be better off in third gear in that section. I think second gear was a little bit, I don't know. Sorry. This is actually far more competitive than some of the other racers that I've done. At this point, if you were any of the other races that we did so far, I would have been uh, way ahead of them. But the fact that I would just manage to overtake the first place on the second to last lap uh, kind of gives me hope that the AI is going to get more competitive as we progress. Right now, it's, to be honest, if I'm being 100% honest, I am enjoying playing this career mode because that's a very nostalgic aspect in this, because they are recycled events from past entries in the franchise, and because I love the career mode in GT Sport. Not because of the AI. The AI in GT games has always been one of the weaknesses of the series. But I like the way that the career mode in GT games are structured. They kind of force you to try different cars, unlike Forza Motorsport does. And but if I'm being 100% honest, this first league, the beginner league, is a little bit on the boring side because not much happens. The AI doesn't put up a fight. You're able to kind of pull away from the competition fairly easily, even though I had a really close battle right up until the end of the race in this one particularly. Um, but I don't know. The AI doesn't put up a fight. It doesn't have the kind of doesn't get the kind of rush of having a car so close to you the entire race that any mistake that you make may cost you a position, or it doesn't have the kind of adrenaline that you get from trying to catch up to a much faster AI car right up until the end of the race, and then you finally get that position that you've been fighting for the entire race. You don't get that in the career mode, at least not so far. I hope that this changes as we progress through the career mode. Let's see. So that's been the first one of the championship. So let's move on to the second one in Willow Springs International Raceway, Streets of Willow Springs. I'm not a big fan of this track, mostly because I suck at it. I I don't know the breaking points. I don't know anything about this one, and I played it a lot. But I think out of all of the tracks in this game, this is by far one of the most difficult ones when it comes to figuring out the breaking points, because you don't have a lot of references in the track. You don't have a lot of boards. You don't have a lot of elements off to the sides of the track to kind of figure out when you should be braking. So I don't know how people do that, but I've seen some YouTubers uh, race this track very well, and I really want to learn how they do that. Oh yeah, so this is one of the twistier. I don't know if I don't even know if that's an actual word, but this is one of the twistier layouts of this track. Now, I'm gonna be quieter than usual on this one because I really need to focus. Since there are no guardrails, no walls to keep me from going off the track, any mistake could cost me the race, and I would have to retry. And I really don't want to do that on this particular track. So I'm gonna be trying to focus as best as I can, so I can get to the first place. Maybe on the second lap. I really don't want to leave it uh, up to the third lap. That's gonna be too risky. Now that I noticed, there are some distance markers off to the left side of the track. I don't remember if they were always there. To be honest, I really don't think that they were there before this update. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you do remember this track, these distance markers off to the left side of that section, let me know in the comments down below, because I don't remember seeing them there. But they might be a good reference point for that corner. Let me keep an eye on the track and see if I spot any more of those. Oh, I can see another 150, 100, 50, 20. Holy shit. Yeah, it looks like I kind of screwed him up on purpose. But I thought I was gonna be able to overtake him at full speed over that section, but I quickly realized that I had to brake. Oh man, this is making me tense. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave you any space. Alright. Oh, no, 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 don't go off track, don't go off track. Oh no, man. I'm gonna have to redo the race. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive over the remainder of this track because I really don't want to repeat this event. Let me tuck into their slipstream. I don't even know if this car is producing a slipstream because they're fairly slow, but oh sorry, again the same mistake. Well, but that worked to my favor, so I don't care. Whatever it takes for me not to repeat this race is a valid effort for me. Whew. I'm glad that we got the win. Alright, so that's the last race of the video and of the championship, and we finally get the layout that I wanted in the Autodrome Lago Maggiore. That's the one that I'm the most familiar with. On the last video or two videos ago, I don't remember exactly, we raced this track, but it was a reverse layout, and I'm a lot better on the regular layout. And I hope it shows on this next race. Otherwise, it's gonna look like I'm lying. Yeah, I braked a little bit too early. I could afford to brake a little bit later in this car because the brakes in this car feel very nice. Should have stayed in third gear. Oh crap. Yeah, it's kind of aggressive in this game. I didn't realize that until I started playing some of these GT League events. They don't seem that aggressive in arcade mode. Yeah, I braked a little bit too early again. Yeah, the AI is way more level than in past championships. They are really going for it. And I like that, actually. It's a lot nicer than doing an entire race by yourself, because you manage to pull away a lot from all of the racers behind you. Brake just as we reach the 50-meter marker and get aggressively overtaken by the AI in the process. So I was clearly slower than I should over that section. Note taken. Holy shit, they're coming in hot, man. Yeah, that was really fun. Really like that the AI put up a fight in this race. Let's hope it continues that way. So that's been it. We finally wrapped up the last championship in the beginner league, so we're finally going to be able to move on to the next one, the amateur league. Let's see if the difficulty ramps up a bit over these next 6 championships. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you had fun watching this video. If you did like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more GT Sport content, share the video with your friends and on your social media. It helps me out a lot and I'd really appreciate the help. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.